So I'm driving back home from work, and for most dads, this is it for the day, right? That's a wrap. That's when your day ends. But that's because you don't control your mornings, and not because the day doesn't have enough hours in it. It's just because you don't control your mornings. Every day the routine gets you. You wake up just enough time for you to cook some breakfast, have some coffee, and leave to work. And if you have kids, you have to maybe help your kid waking up. You have to prepare the lunch box or take them to school. However your routine is in your household, you have to go to work. Sometimes it's a long commute, and then you get to work, you do your thing for 8 hours, maybe more, and then you get back home, and then it's time to do dinner and put the kids to bed, and that's it. And your day is gone, and you have no time for any hobbies, for any self-care or mental care for that matter. You have to do something else. And it's just, it drives you crazy. And then you feel that you're just this little cog in an engine that you're part of, and yourself is out of the picture. You just become this thing, this being that does whatever it's needed for the family to keep going, and your kids to get fed, and you provide a shelter. But how about you? What do you do for yourself? But that's because you have to own your mornings. You have to take ownership of your time. If you don't have time, you make time. So in my case, it was just waking up earlier in the morning. And a bonus with that, because you're waking up before anyone else. So even if you have to do things in the house, it will be way easier because there won't be anyone to call you to do something else, or your kid or your wife. Maybe your dog will ask you to take her for a walk, but you can say no, it's fine. And dogs will always be all right with that, right? So, and people say, well, I'm not a morning person. Well, guess what? You are. You're just not putting yourself to become a morning person. Some people say, hey, you know what? I cannot wake up. I put my alarm clock to for 5 a.m., 5:30, 6, and I just can't. I go back to bed and I just can't get up. I mean, that's training. That's your brain, right? You have to train your brain for these things. And there are 5 things that you can do to make the most of your mornings. So the number 1 thing is, whenever you put your alarm to go off, you gotta, first thing you do, don't press that snooze button. That's like quitting. That's you telling your brain that you're a quitter, that you're not ready to commit. So don't press snooze. The first thing you do, you just sit on your bed and put your feet on the ground. That will already ground you and tell your brain, okay, I'm awake. Now it's time to start off the day. It's hard. It is hard. Sleeping is the best, right? Especially when you're a dad and you're tired and there's all things you need to do. I mean, sleeping is great. So that, another thing that I'll talk about later regarding the importance of sleep. Anyway, you have to wake up, put your feet on the ground. And then, second thing you do, of course, you wash your face. And then you have like a 500 ml of water. You have like a big cup of water before you have anything else, because of course your body will be dehydrated from like 8 hours or 6 or 7, how many hours you had to sleep. It will be dehydrated, right? Because there's not enough fluids in that time. So first thing you need to do to think straight, hydrate. Get that water in your system before anything else. And then before you have your breakfast, go outside. Even if it's just sticking your head out, if it's like too cold, or if you live in an apartment and you don't want to go all the way downstairs, if you could, that's even better. But just feel the air, the fresh air of the morning in your face. And that might sound ridiculous, but it works. Just put a smile on your face. Yeah, regardless how much you know how miserable you're feeling early in the morning, just force a smile, like do like this, and that will tell your brain that you're enjoying it, and it will release the substances, the magic endorphins and things like that in your body that will help you with that, giving the extra push that you need early in the morning. Trust me, it looks silly, but it absolutely works. Just try to stick your head out, put a smile on your face like this. If you can't smile because you don't feel this, force it. And then you can do it even before. I prefer to do it even before having anything to eat. Just move your body somehow for around 10 minutes. You can go for a walk. You can do some yoga stretches. There are many online routines that you can follow. Anything, just for 10 minutes, just wake your body up. And so after that, you be set to do what you need to do in that time that you dedicated before your life starts. And when it does, you'll be way more productive, because you'll be hours ahead, right? Your mind and your body will be already in like on mode. So when your kids awake, and if you have to stay home to help them out, you be more assertive, you do things more productively, and you'll be ready to go, and you get your stuff done in that time before the day starts. You can do exercise, you can read, you can write, and you should do things to make you grow, to put your plans in motion. Of course, great thing to do is to plan ahead, right? Especially because it will be a limit, could be a couple of hours. In my case, I only get a couple of hours. I wake up at 6:15, right? So 6, and then day starts at 8:30. So it's very important that I plan my day ahead so that I can tackle what I really need to do in those special hours of the day. And and then you see that by doing that, you'll be able to enjoy the rest of the day when the end of the day comes, meaning when you have to drive home and you have to get your kids back home. You feel more accomplished and you actually do more things. And the other thing that I spoke about earlier about sleeping, trick is put the alarm clock for the time to go to bed. That will do wonders, because not only you have enough sleep time, because that's great for your brain and also your body. If you're doing like exercises or things like that, your body needs to rest. So schedule when you go to bed, because this is as important as getting things done during the day. And it sounds like you're doing something unusual, But you know what they say, right? If you do what most people do, you get what most people get, right? And you want to get more than that. You want to excel. You want to be a great dad and fulfill your desires and personal growth and all these things. And it's only possible if you take ownership of your time, of your day. So this is about owning your mornings. Don't just wake up so you got the most bad time possible and go to work, and so you do nothing with your morning. That's not good for you. You can use for self development, for prayer, spiritual practices, exercise. Man, this is all good stuff. And we as dads, we want to be good. We want to be doing good stuff so that we can be good for our families. So pop in the comments, what is your morning routine if you wake up early, and if you struggle to wake up early. And let's do this together, man. We are in for the long run. We're here together as a team, as a community of dads all around the world. And yeah, man, just reach out. Let's discuss. This is a discussion so we all grow and be better dads. All right? This is the Immigrant Dad. See you next time.